Viewer discretion is advised.
If you don't know, I have my own merchandise, and it's on Amazon.com. Just go to xjking.com and explore my entire collection. I have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and pop sockets. They come in different sizes and colors. It is so easy and fast to select your color and size. Also, it's Amazon Prime, which you can sign up for an account for only $12.99 a month. Amazon Prime is a free service where you can get fast deliveries on over 100 million items and flexible delivery options to fit your life. Just go to Amazon.com and sign up today.
These results are not fanciful, they are not imaginary, reaching into every household in the land. They are grimly actual and real.
Hey, what's up you guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about a lot of different conspiracy theories. And in this video, it's going to be a little bit different than what we do on this channel. But before we get started, I have to state a few things for just legal reasons. If you were triggered by the word suicide used around freely in this video, I suggest you to click off. I have links in my description box to my most recent videos, so you can watch them now if you like. I'm just going to say the conspiracies in this video, none of them are facts, and they are not meant to hurt anyone or any company. And this video is set to viewer discretion as advised. Alright, let's get started with the theories.
Pedophile and fake billionaire Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his jail cell after he apparently committed suicide on Saturday morning.
We might not learn the truth of what happened inside Manhattan's Metropolitan Correctional Center until the investigations are over. That hasn't stopped the speculation and anger swirling. That such a high-profile inmate as Jeffrey Epstein was able to apparently take his own life weeks after attempting suicide has raised questions about how he was being monitored.
If my chief psychologist, a program coordinator, was contemplating taking the inmate off suicide, I would certainly expect that issue to be discussed among the facility's executive staff. This is a huge black eye on the U.S. Department of Justice, and more specifically the Bureau of Prisons.
Which, if you ask me, is some bullshit, right?
Yes, there were some conspiracies about Jeffrey Epstein. But first, let me give you a little information about this very strange individual. First, he was extremely rich, and he had a huge house in New York City. But that's not the only thing that stands him out from the rest. And if you haven't realized, in the news, there has been a lot of different conspiracies in the truth behind his death. And you guessed it, they include the Clinton family. So there has been a lot of different conspiracy theories about the Clintons, and there has been a huge controversy that lasted for like 6 months or a year about the Hillary Clinton emails and possible theories that she is an AI robot. Literally, there's a lot. And there was some theories that Bill Clinton was accused of being a pedophile. This family is the craziest, ever. But there has been a massive theory circling the internet, and it is, what if Jeffrey Epstein knew too much? Similar to John F. Kennedy? What if he got too far and he was gonna expose the truth of the Clinton family? Now, what I'm about to say is just the past theories. People probably found out too much with the Clintons, and they were about to expose them, but sadly, they didn't follow through with their plans. Because, simply they died of a heart attack, broken neck, suicide. Yeah, that's right. Jeffrey Epstein knew too much. And they were like, well, we can't have this keep going on, and let's shut this thing down. So they may have hired a few people to kill Jeffrey Epstein. And you know what they might have done? Make it look like a suicide all along. Remember, the Clintons and literally everyone else that works in the government has power. So if they want to keep someone quiet about something, they will. And they'll keep them quiet for good. Now, that's not too much of a stretch. Remember the conspiracy theorist named Max Spears? He apparently knew too much also about UFOs and other theories. And what they said, how he died, was he was just, waiting his day, and he died on a couch in Poland. What? Literally, that's not true. There's more to it, right? But again, it is Poland.
Ich bin so erschrocken. Die Menschen, die wissen ja gar nicht, dass Krieg ist.
Let me give a little more background info about Jeffrey Epstein. He was born on January 20th, 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. He was a financier. He was very successful in his business and his field of work. But what's more darker than anything he did is that he is a pedophile. He raped young girls and persuaded them to give him a massage. Yeah, I know, fucking terrifying. Recently in the news, more and more women have came out and exposed Jeffrey and what he really did. Before anyone wanted to speak out, he committed suicide in the Metropolitan Correctional Center located in Manhattan, New York City. Which actually, that correctional center was home to the most craziest people ever documented in history. And here are the following. El Chapo, who was a massive drug lord. Bernie Madoff, even the President of the United States, Donald Trump, who was sentenced in March to 7.5 years for federal tax fraud, bank fraud, and foreign lobbying violations. And finally, Jeffrey Epstein, which, may I say, he was faced with charges that he sexually abused young girls, including as young as 14 years of age. I know. What the fuck? So what if he did actually know too much, just like Max Spears? Sadly, the world would never know. So the scariest and most popular tactics stores and companies use are subliminal messaging. So I did a little test of my own. I posted the following video clip to my Instagram story. Did you see it? Congratulations, you pay attention. But for the rest of those that didn't, why did you not notice it? Because maybe the only way you could see it is at 100% if you were in the dark watching it. But who's gonna do that, right? So this is my theory. What if in every movie and TV show you watch, there was maybe a frame or two long of a hidden message, but we don't know it because we are so oblivious to the idea. Here's a video that someone made that they actually found a subliminal message inside a KFC commercial.
Big taste, big variety, small coin. The 99-cent snacker is it?
So apparently KFC spoke out about it, and they were like, no, it was placed there because the first 1,000 people see it, they get a prize. And it's been more than 10 years since that commercial came out, so clearly that was a cover-up.
Colonel Sanders and his boys are cooking up the answer. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Many studies have been done why KFC might have done this. The answers has been wants people to subconsciously think about low prices when they think about their food.
Hey there, this is your Colonel talking. Now I got something here that's downright fun. My new popcorn chicken. Crunchy morsels of tender white meat. It's mouth-popping good. Woo, look at them go. Hurry down to KFC, try my new popcorn chicken for $1.99.
It's pretty normal for a fast food company to do this. Just look at a commercial from 10 years ago, which McDonald's was caught doing something even crazier.
Okay, so we're sitting here watching Iron Chef America, and I noticed the screen blink red. Slow motion forward, frame by frame. Here, let's watch this.
Of course they're gonna be like, oh, it was just a glitch, and oh, it was just TV magic. But we're not stupid, we saw through that. There are more that will probably keep you up at night. For example, a watch or clock where you've seen in an ad has been set to 10:10. Every single one. And it's just not watch companies. There are movie posters, TV shows, pretty much everywhere and on anything ever made. The reason why they do this is because when it's set at 10:10, it resembles a happy face. So seeing it will make you happy and it'll make you more inclined to buy it. And if the watch is set to 8:20, the watch is frowning, which completes a opposite desired effect. I bet after all of that, you'll be more aware of what's around you. In my last video, we touched on a conspiracy theory, where this app, Lyrebird, it takes a sample of your voice and creates a whole different digital sample, saying anything you want. I know, it's pretty crazy, but apparently no one is talking about this. Now I want to test this out again and do a few other things with it and probably trick my most skeptical friends. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. So in my last video, I tested the Liveboard app thing. And apparently when you speak into like the app and you have to like read samples of things, it will create a digital voice. A digital copy of your voice. And I'm gonna test it with you, and Dad, I'm gonna test it with you also.
Okay.
But last time, we did it. I used the computer, but it doesn't work on the computer anymore.
Really?
Like, it doesn't allow me to make any like recordings at all.
Okay.
So I downloaded the app on my phone, and I'm gonna go in a quiet place to record this.
Okay.
So. It's like I'm getting ready for like a seance.
Right.
It had a blue front door with a brass knocker. There was a few pots on either side. It had an old wooden floorboards. It had a very big window with a pretty view. Adam's house was just a little one on the small side. It was very, very tiny.
Okay.
Did I just record that?
I don't think you said anything about it being tiny.
Okay. In fact, it was really a win. I need to fucking. I can't read. That's why I dropped.
What? That's why you what?
This is why I dropped out.
She was an Australian. She was here for the season. Charlie waited his turn. Then he asked Liv if there was a garage in town.
You had to climb a narrow ladder to get into it.
He knew most of the bars downtown, but he always headed for the same one.
The platform was just exact big enough to fit the mattress. There wasn't enough inch to spare. There was no rail to stop you from rolling over and crashing down to the room below.
Charlie took some directions and then thanked her. Then he headed back out.
He was friendly with the doorman. He knew lots of other regulars. He even got to know the stray cat that hung around there, a skinny ginger Tom.
Liv ran after him. She asked if he had somewhere to stay. Charlie shrugged and said he had a blanket in his car. He would be fine. Liv looked alarmed. It well below zero and still snowing.
Bruce loved to people watch. He spent nights in quiet observation.
Adam's girlfriend wasn't impressed by that. He soon added a barrier. Previous, Adam had owned an awful lot of stuff. He got rid of most of it. He counted up everything that was left. He owned exactly 300 items.
She paused for a beat. Then she lowered her voice to a whisper. She said she could get Charlie a room in the hotel for the night. There had been a ski accident earlier that day when their guest was in a hospital. His things had been cleared out by a friend. The room was sitting empty.
Old Charles nursing a scotch, Helen the bartender making small talk for tips. The new kid, Buster, he struggled to cope with the Saturday night rush.
It had a beautiful lake view. The mountains were black against the bright night sky. Liv set out, turning on the lamps. She set a hot bath running. She thanked her profusely. She joked as she was his guardian angel. And with that, she left. Charlie looked out at the mountains with tears in his eyes. Martha and Mingus had been married for years. The days allowed followed the same routine. Each morning, Mingus put on a shirt and tie, even he didn't have plans. Martha cooked dinner each night. Mingus took care of dessert.
So, when I was recording these samples, I know in the last video it was like, oh, you have enough valid recordings to last. You know, or like you have enough valid recordings to, and then it'll be sufficient. You know, but like, I think I know what it's trying to do, like it doesn't give like a number of valid recordings. You can just like do however much you want, right? So I'm gonna make a sample.
How is your day going?
I mean, I don't know.
Doesn't sound realistic. Sounds like a computer or a robot or something. Doesn't sound like really human.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it with you. So are you excited to try this?
Yeah.
Because I mean, mine didn't really sound like it could really sound like me. I think that I fucked up.
It's okay. It's alright.
There was a garage close by. It was to be open at 9 the next morning. Martha cooked dinner each night. Mingus took care of dessert. When they had eaten, Mingus cleaned up. Martha lit candles to make the place feel cozy. Then they sat in the living room. They read books and listened to the radio. The room was packed with trinkets and treasures, porcelain dolls and Tiffany lamps.
Roy, newly divorced, trying to put himself back in there. He was drinking red wine. Bruce sat at the bar by himself. He watched it all play out.
So I have a few recordings that are valid right here.
Okay.
And some of them are still processing. The way I guess the reason why it sounded like that when I tested it is because last time I didn't really do it right. You know, it was through my fucking shitty ass earplugs. So it's great. And since I did it in like a quiet place, it should like work. But I'm gonna give it about 24 hours and I'll try more. Alright, you guys just saw how deep fake voice looks and how it could be used in literally anything else, right? But let's see how they could be used through an app. All you have to do is just record yourself saying a sample or just a snippet of thing, and it will read it back in any celebrity you want. And with this new technology, things could change and it could literally cause the end of the world. Let me just show you what I mean. So if a president says, alright, I'm gonna and someone uploads that to Twitter, boom, it gets a million likes, a million retweets, whatever. And Julia responds in the next 20-30 minutes. Before we know it, our world might end. Alright, in my last video, we spoke about some possible theories that the entertainment industry has been manipulating children since the beginning when TVs were invented. And the theories are promoting suicide and making characters kill themselves for no reason. Also, I said a few theories why they do this is because if things get too hard and if things just doesn't go your way, they say, oh well, when your life gets too hectic, you might as well KYS. Pretty much what they're trying to say. But that isn't the only theory. Currently, in the 21st century, if you haven't noticed, some 13 and 15-year-olds don't look their age. They actually look older than that. But I'll get back to that in a minute. And here are some possible theories why they look older than young. First off, let's just start off with the beauty community. Everywhere you look, you see advertisements of really attractive people. And they feature some celebrities, models, actors, actresses, you get the gist, right? About skincares and whatever.
Get your Kylie Skin May 22nd on kylieskin.com.
So you're probably wondering, why were they so attractive? Because it is proven that if someone tries to sell an item that a company wants to be sold, if they are attractive, then the sales skyrocket. Even sometimes, if you want to buy something that a celebrity posted in an ad, and you go online to see if it's still there, it is more likely set as sold out or sold out to create hype, supposedly. Second, the luxury companies. And this should come as no surprise. You see tons of people walking around flexing designer handbags, designer hoodies, and watches. Sure, doing there also. But let's start off with Cardi B, who popularized the iconic Balenciaga sock shoe. Now everyone on earth wants these shoes, mainly because she is very rich and very attractive. See what I mean? Second, let's talk about the Beverly Hills Brats. And you know who they are. They're featured in Dr. Phil. And here are just a short list of the most popular ones. Danielle Bergoli, Nicolette Gray, and many more. They obviously like to show off as many designer handbags they want and as many as they can.
But I really like these backpacks just because they're like really cute and they're just this little staple, but they're really cheap. Like this was about like $1,100 and that's really cheap for a designer backpack. I don't know why there's like...
And there are your normal teenagers, wishing they could be like them, wishing they could be as beautiful and attractive as them. And look, everywhere you see, there are ads for dieting pills. Yeah, I'm not joking. Weight loss, plastic surgery, and plenty more. And they are targeted to younger people. And when I mean younger, I mean as low as 5 years old. And when they see those ads, they're like, oh, I want to be like that. And why can't I look as good as she does?
Younger, smaller, lighter, fuller, tighter, thinner, softer. It really works.
And this is the theory, the perfect woman look. And pretty much everyone expects women to be beautiful, pretty, skinny, perfect, you name it, they think it. And of course the market wants to promote as many tools as they can to make you have the perfect woman look. Remember when I said that 13 and 14-year-olds looks visibly older than they actually are? So let's play a little game. How old is she? I don't know, maybe say she's 20, 23? Nope. She's 15. Second, guess her age. She's probably 18 or 19. Nope, she's 14. You get the gist, right? And I'm gonna play the same game with my parents. Because if you look way back, 13 and 15-year-olds didn't look like they do today. They actually look their age. Okay, so there's a theory that I want to talk about for a long time. But I don't think anyone is gonna listen to it but me or like you. But the theory is that currently in the 21st century, right, everyone looks older than they are. Like every teenager ever, probably, you know? They look definitely older than what they're supposed to look, right?
Yes.
Like, sometimes people tell me that I look like I'm 18, you know?
Yes, I do.
And all of this is because of these ads that were shown to us in our childhood. and the ads were like, oh, you could look like this if you get our dieting pills, or you know, like all these ads, right? So you could look a specific way. So I found a test that's it's called Guess Her Age, and it's showing pictures, and you have to guess their age.
Okay.
It's intense. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. How old is her age right here? Look on the TV. How old is her age?
I'm thinking
There's
17.
So there's answers. So you say 17?
Yes, I do.
She's 17. Okay, guess her age.
18.
No.
Oh my god.
She's 14. So our theory is that these ads that's been shown to us when we were little was like, oh, if you don't take these pills, you're not going to be as beautiful as those girls are.
Exactly.
And also, not to mention, all of the teenagers that are getting like plastic surgery, and all the Beverly Hills brats, you know, on Dr. Phil, you know who they are, like Danielle Bergoli, all those like other people that think that they are beautiful, but they have all this money, and before you know it, they're looking like Barbie.
Yes, they do.
This is crazy. It feels like a movie, right?
It does.
So yeah. Alright, we just compared pictures of girls that evidently look much older. But what's the theory? What if, when you were younger, you saw these commercials and these ads, how beautiful you could look if you get these items, like dieting pills, you know, weight loss pills, injections, and yes, even medication to be controlled. And stay on the down low, because you always gotta be perfect for your man, right? Alright, after all of those theories I just said, I don't mean to hurt anyone or any company. If I did, that was not my desired intent. And there are a lot of things in history that just don't make sense. And remember, if you see something, say something. And maybe you could probably solve a crazy conspiracy that is going viral all over Twitter and all over social media, or something like that, right? And also, I'm going to be putting some resources to links for charities supporting women's rights. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Apple promises to fix a major glitch that lets people eavesdrop on you. Customers first noticed the glitch today that affects FaceTime calls. Some people said that they could hear the person they called even before that person picked up. Apple says it will have a software update to fix the bug later this week. Until that happens, experts suggest you disable FaceTime.